My name is Brianna Garcia. I am currently in the Psy.D program for clinical psychology at Meridian University. So I am right now currently in my fifth quarter.
And so, thinking back to when you first were looking at different grad schools, what compelled you to choose Meridian?
The transformative learning aspect, especially when I went to the information session, I really felt like it was a program, something that I've never tried before, but that I was very interested in compared to, kind of like that standardized regular schooling.
In your own words, how would you describe transformative learning to someone who may be not familiar with it?
You would definitely transforming as a person as a whole. You're going through so much, even with you're doing your own workload, you're doing casework, you're doing studying, but you're also transforming your own experiences as well. I feel like my emotional intelligence has really gotten so much higher just being in this program.
That's wonderful to hear. And why do you feel that it's important to do this type of work in a clinical psychology program?
I feel like it's very important because as a practitioner, you're getting to understand and learn, different biases, different cultures, diversity, how you as a practitioner would affect, the client, just as simple as eye movement, right? So many things that we may not learn just from like a book or, tech, all of that stuff.
And as someone who's starting their fifth quarter, how was the first year at Meridian, especially the first two onboarding quarters? What were those like?
So it was very interesting. I actually started Meridian 6 months pregnant. Yeah, and it was fantastic. I had a really great experience, and then I took a quarter off and did my second quarter. And just being in those live classes, you really feel like I felt like that I was not really online. I really felt like I was with these people, and the teachers really got so much out of me. I had no idea that I could even grow that quickly. So it was a really amazing experience being in those classes, and then, starting 6 months pregnant, and I now have a 1 year old. So it's pretty cool.
Well, first of all, congratulations on your baby. That is so amazing. And I'm so glad that the flexibility of the online platform worked for you because a lot of people ask me as an advisor, how collaborative is it really? Like, will I really feel like I'm in a class? And so it's good to hear from you that, yeah, you're right in there with folks. Those transformative communities of practice are really personal and real. And so I'm very excited that you can gain so much from them. And so for you, you are attending the live courses. You're not watching the recordings back necessarily, or do you do both?
I do both. Sometimes, my work schedule doesn't necessarily work out, but even when I watch the classes and not being there, it still feels like I'm there. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's great. And what has your experience been of other students at Meridian and just working with the faculty?
I've met some really incredible people at Meridian. I feel like I have a lot of support. The faculty, it has been amazing. Even when I go kind of anything personal, or if I just really need, my advisor to speak to, if all of that, they're always there, and it's kind of like a family in a sense. Like it really, I've never had an experience like this at a college, so it's been pretty amazing.
Are you pursuing licensure after graduation?
Yes, that was exactly one of the factors that I chose when choosing Meridian, that there was licensure in California.
Have you started fieldwork?
Not yet.
Okay. When you think about starting that process, are you feeling prepared?
I'm feeling prepared. I'm feeling nervous. I'm actually a school psychologist. I've been a school psychologist for 5 years. So, learning like the clinical and learning more adults, I'm pretty excited. And, work is pretty flexible too when they know that I'm going to start field work soon and they're going to work with me. So, it's pretty cool. It's like I've learned, school psychology. Now I'm learning really in depth on clinical psychology, and I'm pretty excited for that.
And overall, what's your favorite thing about being a student at Meridian?
Honestly, I would say the transformative learning. I didn't know what to expect. I was very kind of scared, very excited, but I truly feel like I've transformed so much as a person, and I'm just continuing to grow for the better. I'm a happier person. I feel like I have so much more knowledge and overall more confidence, I feel like, because yeah, I was someone that kind of always struggled, in school, of ADHD, kind of all that stuff, and I haven't felt like I've been drowning or anything like that in this university.
And are you doing courses on a standard 2 course per quarter basis, part-time or accelerated?
Lately, I've been doing full time right now. Yeah, 2 courses, and I've been able to do it so far.
I was going to ask, how is that navigating just life with a 1-year-old and being a school psychologist? What is that actually like on a week to week basis?
It's just kind of a lot of balance. When there's some stuff due on Thursday, then the rest is due on Sunday, and I have a pretty good support system as well. My husband and my family, they'll take my kiddo, for on Saturdays, or really be flexible on when I could take the classes. They've been my biggest support system to doing this doctorate program.
If I were a prospective student just sitting in front of you right now on the fence about Meridian, what would you say to me?
I would say you really should consider it. Transformative learning is a very, very different from standardized learning. The teachers are fantastic. My colleagues are fantastic. You really are learning and growing together. You feel like a family, and you don't feel alone at all in this program. And I never realized how much that helped me, but I feel like it helps everybody having that community and all of that.